Old School Pokemon here. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Collector's Con event taking place this weekend, September 3rd through September 5th down in Tampa, Florida. Figured while I kind of talk about this event, I'd also show you some of the stuff that I'm going to be bringing down for sale. So we'll hop right into it. Going to be showing you this stuff in the background to start us off, just to kind of clear out some space here. A lot of this stuff you've already seen if you've been following my YouTube channel for a while. Some of the stuff I don't think I've ever shown before, like these Poncho Pikachu boxes in the background. I don't think I've ever done a video on those before, but most of the stuff you've already seen if you do stay current with my YouTube videos. But anyway, get things started. We have two base set Zap theme decks from the original base set. Now, these two theme decks, they do differ slightly. So this one right here is most likely unlimited. It's a high chance that the cards inside are going to be from the unlimited base set, and you can tell that for a few reasons. One, this Wizard of the Coast number down at the bottom here, the SKU number with the barcode, that number right there, and then on the back of the deck you can see Pikachu is behind the two energy cards. So all those factors, plus when you actually have the deck in your hand, if you press down on the bottom portion, you can tell that the actual deck of cards is on the bottom half of this theme deck, whereas the top half of this theme deck doesn't seem to have anything. Just has it has the damage counters and the coin on the top half of the theme deck. Bottom half of the theme deck contains your actual deck of cards. So with this type of packaging, this SKU number, Pikachu being in the back of the two energy cards, plus the deck being on the bottom, it's a high chance of this theme deck being from the unlimited base set. So you get unlimited cards within this theme deck. Now, this one, on the other hand, differs slightly. As you can see, this Wizard of the Coast number is different than the unlimited version, and then the SKU number also differs slightly from the unlimited version, which is this one on top here. And then if you look at the back picture, unlimited, you had Pikachu in the back of the two energies, whereas with this one you have Pikachu in front of the two energies. I think there are some other minor differences in the actual text itself, but as far as I know, I don't think there's anything too drastic. But yeah, and then also when you have the deck in hand and you press down on it, this deck, the bottom seems to be empty, whereas the actual deck is on the top half of this theme deck. So you have the damage counters and the coin on the bottom half. You have the actual deck of cards on the top half. So as far as I know, this one has a higher percentage chance of being shadowless, whereas this one is most likely unlimited. Now, with these regular theme decks from the base set, you really can't tell whether or not, or you really can't tell with certainty whether or not they're unlimited or shadowless. It is still a gamble. Like with this one right here, you have a higher chance of it being shadowless, but it could also very well be unlimited as well. So it is still a gamble. As far as I know, there's no real guarantee to tell whether or not these types of theme decks contain unlimited cards or shadowless cards, unless, of course, you have that gold strip, which guarantees shadowless, or that kind of heat seal variant, similar to wrapping on booster boxes. As far as I know, both those variants are guaranteed to be shadowless. So yeah, there's a difference between those two right there. Next up, we have two shadowless two-player starter decks, and unlike the theme decks right there, these ones are a little bit easier to tell whether or not they're shadowless or not. I've talked about this in the past, but it's been a while, so I'll go over it again for those of you who might be new to the channel. So these two-player starter decks, to tell whether or not they're shadowless or unlimited, you want to look at the side. So, or you want to look where the opening is first. That's going to be your first indicator. Your normal unlimited starter decks are going to be open from the top and the bottom, so you're going to have the openings on the top and the bottom, whereas your potentially shadowless starter decks are going to be open from the side. So you're going to have that slit on the side right there, and then again on this side as well. So that's your first sign right there. Once you determine that the deck opens from the side, there are two versions that open from the side. First off, you have a Diglett Error deck that opens from the side, where you get 3 or 4 Diglett cards, and the fighting energy is rotated 90 degrees. So I don't have any examples, but the fighting energy on the first attack is rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. It's a fairly common error, but it is pretty cool. And basically, if you have a deck that opens from the side, it has a chance to contain those Diglett error cards, and it also has a chance to contain Shadowless cards. Now, to determine which type of deck you'll receive, it depends upon the inner packaging. So if you have 2 30-card decks, plus the rule book, plus the coin, plus the damage counters, all wrapped together, kind of taking up this whole box right here, that means that you have the Diglett error deck. Versus if you have one that has the deck on the top half of the theme deck, and then there's another compartment on the bottom that contains the damage counters and the coin, that means you have a Shadowless 2-player starter deck. And the easiest way to tell that is if you just shake it. As you can hear, those damage counters are moving around on the bottom half of the deck. So that basically guarantees that you're going to have a Shadowless 2-player starter deck. Plus, I actually opened these from a 2-player starter deck display case with 8 decks. I opened 5 of the decks and submitted those cards in for grading, and then I listed the other 3 as being sealed decks on eBay. I've sold one, so I'm going to bring the other 2 down to Collector's Con with me and see if anyone's interested in those. Next up, we have we actually have 4 Poncho Pikachu boxes. We've got the Mario and Luigi Poncho Pikachu box right there, and then we also have the 2 Charizard ones. So we got Charizard X and then Charizard Y. I forget which one's which, but you have both of them right there. Hoping be a nice sale to sell these. These are all factory sealed, really good condition. Figured I'd bring these down and try and sell these at the show. See if anyone's interested. That would be a nice sale if I was able to sell those right there. But that's really all the sealed product that I'm going to be bringing down with me. Nothing too crazy. Or I guess you have some cool items in there, but nothing. I'm not bringing a ton of sealed product with me. For the most part, I'm going to be bringing PSA graded, CGC graded, and single cards down with me. So I'm going to start showing you all the PSA and CGC cards that I'm bringing down with me, and I'll also talk about the actual event now that we're almost 7 minutes into this video. So yeah, as I'm going through these cards, I'll kind of talk about my initial thoughts for this event. So for those of you who don't know, Collector's Con is taking place this weekend, September 3rd through September 5th down in Tampa, Florida. It's looking like it's going to be a really big event. I want to say they have close to 400 vendor tables, maybe even more. The layout map looks like they have a lot of tables. I know PSA is going to be there, CGC is going to be there, JSA is going to be there, so a lot of different grading companies are going to be there. Unfortunately, PSA is not going to be doing on-site grading. They are going to be accepting submissions, though, which I really don't understand what that means. But they're not going to be doing on-site grading there. They're just going to be accepting submissions, and they are going to be doing on-site autograph authentication. So they're going to be doing something there. I haven't heard what CGC is going to be doing. I don't know if they're going to be doing on-site grading or anything like that. But it looks like it's going to be a really big event. Hopefully there are a lot of people there. In addition to the grading companies being there, they're also going to have a bunch of people signing autographs, a bunch of sports guys, so baseball, football players, stuff like that. I really didn't know any of the names that were going. I'm not huge into sports myself, but yeah, so they're going to be doing all that. Looks like there's going to be a lot of vendors there, so hopefully there's going to be a good turnout. I'm actually going down, so by the time you guys see this video, by the time I upload this video, I'm actually going to be in Florida. I should be landing by the time I actually upload this video. Today's Tuesday, August 31st, and I'm actually planning to upload this video tomorrow at around 2 o'clock is when I normally like to upload my videos. So I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning. I should be getting into Tampa right around 2 o'clock. So by the time this video uploads, I should be down in Florida. I'm going down to visit a couple friends, and then Friday is when the show starts. Me and a friend of mine, Gem Mint Pokemon, or Zach, who you guys probably know him. We actually are going to be going to this show together. We got 3 tables together. He got 1 table, I got 2 tables, and it's nice to have him to go down with, to kind of share the costs a bit, and then have another set of eyes watching everything and being able to help people out and so on and so forth. But I'm curious to see how this event will go compared to Collecticon, where Collecticon was mainly a Pokemon-focused event. Obviously, there were other TCGs at Collecticon, but for the most part, it was the vast majority of people were there specifically for Pokemon cards. So it'll be interesting to see how this type of event goes, where unlike Collecticon, this one seems to be mainly sports cards. They're advertising it as kind of a bit of everything, so sports cards, Pokemon cards, Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Dragon Ball cards, all different types of stuff. That's how they're advertising it, but from the looks of their advertisements and kind of the information that I've gathered, I guess, it seems like the majority of people are going to be selling sports cards, and the majority of people are going to be there for sports cards. I do know a bunch of people who are going for Pokemon cards as well, or to just kind of walk around and look around and stuff like that. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm hoping for a good turnout for Pokemon, hoping to sell a good bit of stuff. But it'll be interesting to see what happens there. It could either be really good because there's not too many Pokemon vendors, so the people that go down for Pokemon will be more apt to buy from Gem and Pokemon or just because there aren't as many Pokemon vendors there. Or it could be the opposite, where there's not many Pokemon vendors going because there's not going to be many people looking for Pokemon cards. Hopefully that's not the case. And then that's kind of in terms of buying. In terms of, that's in terms of selling. In terms of buying, it could be a good opportunity to purchase collections where there won't be many Pokemon vendors there. We might have a better chance to buy certain collections that people are looking to sell, or something like that. So it'll be a really interesting experience to see how it goes, and just kind of see what happens there. I'm really curious to see. And as always, or like I did last time with the Collecticon event, I'll definitely do a video going over my actual figures for the event, how much I spent going down to the event, how much I sold at the event, if I traded anything, so on and so forth. And I'll try and do a kind of like a vlog, or bits and pieces of a vlog this time around. Unlike last time, I'll try and do that. No promises on that one. Just depends on how busy it is, really. But yeah, the cost for this event was a lot higher than the Collecticon event itself. I believe for the 3 tables, and then we got a bunch of tabletop cases. They actually rented tabletop cases there, which was nice. I believe for the 3 tables and the cases, we spent around $1,500, plus your flight, plus your hotel. So this event was definitely a lot more expensive than the Collecticon event. So our initial cost is a lot higher this time around. So we do really need to have more sales this time around in order to recoup those costs. But it'll be an interesting experience. Even if the sales don't go great like we're hoping and planning for them to go, it will just be a fun experience to go down and hang out with everyone and see everyone again. Like I said, I'm going down a few days early to hang out with some friends that I used to work with, and then over the weekend, be able to hang out with Gem and Pokemon, Zach. I know Pokemon Radar said that he was going down, and then there's a few people on Instagram that I know that are going, so it'll be cool. Be cool to see everyone and hang out with everyone. They're going to be doing a trade cruise Saturday night, so that'll be fun, being able to do that and hang out with everyone. Looking forward to that. But yeah, so I'll be gone. Like I said, I'll leave tomorrow. Come back Sunday night, and hopefully Tuesday you guys will be able to have my August sales video uploaded. But yeah, so that's what I have for today's video. Those were I have one more of these palms off gaming boxes full of like modern CGC cards. I didn't think I'd bore you guys with those cards. But yeah, plus this video is already 15 minutes long. So but yeah, so I got one more case of CGC graded cards, and then I have a ton of single cards, Black Star promos, like modern promo cards, those Kanto Gym Badge energy cards, some Pokemon League promos. And then I'm also going to be bringing down some of my pins, like the Pokemon Center New York pins that I purchased, or I traded with TCA Gaming, Rusty. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I'm going to be bringing down with me for this event. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. Next week, you'll probably just have my August eBay sales video, and then our podcast, which hopefully the audio quality will be a lot better this time around. Sorry about that for anyone who watched last week's podcast episode. We'll definitely have that fixed for this next upload. But yeah, that'll be next week, and then the following week, that's when I'll do a sit down and actually talk about this Collector's Con event. Hopefully it goes good. If any of you guys are planning to head down, be sure to check out our booths. Come by, say hello, talk Pokemon for a bit. It'd be awesome to meet any of you. Otherwise, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week, great weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.